how's it going? Can you tell us your full name and age?
My name is Tom Risser. I am merely 53 years old.
How long have you been involved in the skate and art scene?
I've been skateboarding since I was 13 years old, so about 40 years, and I've been making metal sculpture for about 20 years.
What inspired you to build this place called Whipsnake?
Well, I just love building skatable, functionable art. And I built a park in Waxhaw, North Carolina, but I didn't feel like I got all my ideas out. And one day I was skating at a park in the Outer Banks and I thought, wow, it'd be nice to build a small little park on some land we have. And it got out of control.
This is quite the place. Do you mind telling us a little about the history of Whipsnake?
Sure, I started building it when I was about 48 years old and I wanted to have it done for my 50th birthday. And it took about 2.5 years or so to get it done, but I did get it done just in time for my birthday. It is 13,000 square feet and has about 35 truckloads of concrete into it.
I thought I heard the idea of the creation of Whipsnake might have came in a dream. Is that true, or is there any truth behind it?
Well, basically I used to have this ramp, the Blair Witch ramp. It was this amazing, huge ramp, but it, like all ramps, eventually became a maintenance problem, so I tore it down. And I kept having dreams that I didn't tear it down, that it was still there. Like if I just uncovered some of the ivy, I'd find the ramp underneath, you know, part of it was still skatable. But then I'd wake up and I realized it didn't exist. So I really missed that ramp. And I thought if I could build it again, how would I do it? And of course I'd do it in concrete, so that turned into the ideas for Whipsnake Park. And there's a huge wall at Whipsnake Park that's like 12 feet tall, 4 feet of vert. That's sort of in honor of the giant wall that was on the old black ramp.
I know you also have a bowl in a workshop. Do you mind telling us about the creation of that?
Sure, the bowl is basically a 3,000 square foot combi bowl. It's kind of designed on the combi bowl out in LA. It was built with Wally Holliday, who built the combi bowl originally and the new version. And I built that in 1999, right around 2000, somewhere in that area. And it was really just an answer to the fact that I had built a lot of wooden ramps and they were high maintenance, and I wanted something that I could have less maintenance, I could lock up in a barn, and it turned out to be, at the time, considered the best bowl ever made in the world.
What skate parks and spots have you been involved in over the years other than Whipsnake?
Well, I built a lot of ramps as I've been growing up. I built one called the Black Ramp, which at one point was about 7,000 square feet. It was considered the Guinness Book of World Records largest continuous skateboard ramp for a little while. And then I built a concrete park in our little town called Waxhaw. I call it Waxhaw Skate, which is a really fun park, and it kind of inspired Whipsnake. And then of course I built the bowl at the house with Wally Holliday. So those are probably the ones I'm most known for. We call the bowl, the Waxhaw Park, and Whipsnake the trifecta. Sometimes we skate all three of them in one day.
What are some of your favorite pieces in your workshop?
Favorite sculptures are usually the ones that I'm working on at the time. I actually really like this one right here. This is called Me at 50. And basically I think this will be my memorial, so my wife can stick my ashes in the back and people can come out here and skate and go, that's the dude that built that crazy park over there. So I really like that one. Right now I'm working on a giant heart filled with little daisies. And my wife's name is Daisy, and she helped me recover from a heart attack, so I kind of call it holding it together. Basically, she's what keeps my heart together. So I really like that piece right now. Probably, I'm about 2 weeks into it right now. Here it is. I've got maybe another week to go, and then I'll be putting it at the end of the driveway. So when you drive up the driveway, you go, oh, I think I'm at the right place.
Thank you so much for your time, Tom.
You're welcome.